Hello and welcome to KRC's Dream Podcast, where we talk about politics, share a story from our community, and also provide practical advice. We release new podcasts every week, so please tune in every Friday. You can also access information on our website at www.krcla.org/show or find us on YouTube at krcla.org. I'm Jenny, and I'm very excited to introduce to you our very new co-host, Green Seon.
Yay!
Hi, Green.
Hi, Jenny.
I'm so happy you're here joining us at our Dream Podcast. Can you do a brief introduction of yourself?
네, 안녕하세요. 여러분의 새로운 DJ 송그린입니다. Hello, everyone. My name is Green Seon, and I'll be your new co-host.
Well, before we start, can you talk a little bit about your favorite hobbies, your favorite food and movies, so we can get to know you?
Yes. My favorite hobby is playing soccer, any kind of sports, actually. Soccer, baseball, ping pong. You know, KRC used to have a ping pong table outside, but I don't know what happened to them now. I think I broke it.
I think you broke it. So you mentioned that you were here at KRC before. When was this?
Yes, this was 6 years ago. I first got involved with KRC at the end of my high school year before entering college. And I was so full of energy and was looking to do something. And I remember seeing this handsome man on TV who's now an executive director at KRC. So I followed him. That's not the whole story, but it's partly true. Well, I needed some help with my college, and I remember KRC name in the back of my head. And KRC about something about helping immigrant families and students. So I contacted them, and Young-ho, who's now a staff at KRC, invited me to this wonderful place.
Well, it's great to have you here. I know you are doing something else right now, but it's wonderful to have you back and co-hosting this show. So, Green, for our next segment, we usually talk about politics. Do you know if there's anything interesting going on?
이번에 새로운 이민 개혁안이 이제 상원에 나왔다고 들었어요. 이제 그 법안만 844페이지나 되는 엄청나게 긴, 그리고 저희한테는 정말 이민자들한테 정말 도움될 수 있는 그런 법안인데 언니가 조금 설명해 줬으면 해서.
Yes, so like you mentioned, it is 844 pages. I'm struggling to get through it all. But there's some good portions of the bill and there's some bad portions of the bill. Today, like you said, it's 844 pages, so I just want to zero in on one portion of the bill, which is called the DREAM Act provision. And it's probably the best DREAM Act provision that has yet to be proposed. So what it entails is for youth that entered the country before they turned 16 years old, they're eligible to apply if they have continuously resided in the United States since 2011, December 31st, and also have no criminal records. Of course, there's some exceptions to that. And also, what else? Graduate from high school here in the U.S. and also go to 2 years of higher education for 2 years. And then they're eligible to apply. And they can get their green cards after 5 years, and then immediately, what the great thing is, they can apply for their U.S. citizenship. So potentially, citizenship will be in their grasp within maybe like 6-7 years.
그럼 이제 제가 듣기로는 이제 에이지 캡이 없어졌다고 들었는데, so as long as you came to this country at the age of 16 or below, you are eligible for this DREAM Act.
Right. So the key is you can't come when you're 16. So before you turn 16.
Before your birthday.
Yeah, before your birthday, before your 16th birthday, and also before December 31st, 2011. If you had entered at a young age, you're applicable.
What about if you entered this country at below age of 16 and then you went outside of the country and then you came back at age 17?
Like the deferred action eligibility requirement, as long as it's brief and not intentionally leaving the country, I think it's going to be okay.
Okay.
I'll have to double check to make sure.
I know there are some people who were not eligible for the DACA because of the age, and I'm really glad this happened. This bill, now the new legislation.
I know, during deferred action when we're helping people, there were so many people that were just so close to the end of the rope. They're like, they just turned 31 or they're 32, 33. it was just so sad, but I'm happy that if this bill passes, it'll benefit so many people.
근데 5년을 기다려야 되잖아요. 그게 제가 마음에 안 드는 거예요. 왜 다카를 벌써 approve 받았다는 거는 it means they already passed the background check. You know, they went to college or they're pursuing their college education here. They graduate from high school here. Why do you have to wait for another 5 years?
So another great thing about the DREAM Act provision is that it streamlines DACA. So I don't know, we have to wait for the regulations to come out, but I think that they're going to take into account like the biometrics and also the time that you were on DACA period and streamline it out. So it's supposed to put you on a fast track.
그래도 5년은 기다려야 된다.
I'm not sure how long they'll count in, like let's say you had DACA for a year and a half. Maybe they're going to count that or half that time into the whole 5-year process.
그리고 이거는 지금 파인은 안 내도 되는 거죠.
That's right.
벌금은 안 내도 되는
No
거고.
$500 penalty fee.
왜냐면 이제 제가 아시는 분 중에서도 벌금이 너무 많아서 그리고 이제 대부분 한 이민 가정에서는 여러 형제 자매들이 있는데 이제 한 사람만 신청하는 게 아니고 형제가 3명이면 3명이 저번엔 한 500불 정도 들었을 때 한 가족이 1,500불 정도를 낸다는 건 굉장히 부담이 됐었던 거거든요. 근데 벌금이 없어졌다는 건 정말 좋은 소식이네요.
For people that are eligible under the DREAM Act provision, there is no penalty, but we have to remember there's going to be application costs.
Right.
If you remember, DACA was $465, and so we don't know what type of cost the applications will be on top of the penalty. So I think we have to keep an eye out on how much everything will cost.
드림 법안을 이제 신청을 하고 5년 후에 영주권을 신청을 하고 그다음 시민권도 즉시 신청할 수 있다고 돼 있거든요.
즉시. 이게 동시가 아니고 즉시. 영주권 받고
after you get approved for permanent residence, you can apply for citizenship immediately.
Right. Yes. While for everybody else on RPI status, they have to wait 3 years to apply for citizenship.
RPI status가 뭐죠?
RPI status is Registered Provisional Immigrant. 그러니까 DACA는 신분이 아니지만
네.
Registered Provisional Immigrant is a status. It's a temporary status. So
지금
it's great.
DACA status가 status인
아니에요.
것처럼?
DACA는 status가 아니에요.
아니에요.
그래서 외국에 갈 수도 없고.
여행은 할 수 있다고 들었어요, DACA가.
그렇진 않아요. For 굉장히 특별한 케이스들만 나갈 수 있는데 for DACA, it's not virtual. It's very difficult. You have to have a humanitarian reason. But when you're on RPI, Registered Provisional Immigrant Status, you could just leave the country.
자유자재로 이렇게 왔다 갔다
That's right. As long as you don't leave the country for more than 6 months at a time.
하나만 더 물어볼게요. 지금 많은 학생들이 이제 한국에 부모님이 아프거나 아니면은 뭐 외할아버지 외할머니가 아파서 한국으로 꼭 가야 되는, 잠시 동안만 가야 되는 상황이 생겼을 때는 could they apply for kind of travel waiver?
Right now with deferred action?
Yes, for deferred action applicants.
Yeah, I've helped people get that travel authorization. But
네, 쉬워요.
It's not that difficult because you show evidence of your grandparents.
Right.
You have to show the relationship first, then you show their medical records that they have cancer, and she has 7 months to live, 6 months to live. But when you get that approval letter, at the end it says there is no guarantee for your return. You can leave.
아니 나갔다 못 들어올 수도 있는 상황이
Yeah,
벌어지네요.
that's why it makes everybody very, very uncomfortable.
Cautious about.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, so and most attorneys at this point, even private attorneys are telling their clients, you should think twice before leaving because nobody can guarantee it.
그렇구나.
Yeah, so.
그럼 아직까지 한 번도 민족학교에 그 어플 받은 사람은 없는 거네요.
있어요.
있어요.
있는데 그 용지를 보고 because it says your re-entry is not guaranteed. It says so plainly, and I can't guarantee them. So it's very difficult. It's a decision everybody has to make on an individual basis.
드림법안 학생들도 해당되는 학생들도 예전에 그 보고한 세금 그런 기록이 다 있어야 하나요?
That's very good question that you're asking. So in the previous talks about penalties, it sounded like you need to pay back taxes. Let's say I lived here for 10 years, undocumented, yet I worked at XYZ places. You don't have to worry about all those back taxes that you didn't pay. Senator Schumer already addressed that point, saying that we realize that realistically we can't figure out how much taxes you owe, forget about that. But for people on RPI status for 10 years, those 10 years you must pay your taxes or report your taxes each year. So 옛날 거는 you don't have to worry about too much.
이제 앞으로 10년 동안 이제 그 임시 영주권자로 있으면서 세금 보고는 제대로 해야 된다라는 뜻이죠.
Yes, that's right. But one other thing is, let's say in the past you were on E2 or some sort of visa where you were able to report taxes, but you didn't, that's what you have to pay back. That's what they're talking about.
그러니까 비즈니스 그 비자나 그런 사람들, 그런 비이민자 신분에 있었던 상황에서 E2 비자는 상업적인 용이니까 그런 것들은 세금을 꼭 내야만 하는 비자니까 그런 사람들은 그 밀렸던 연체 그 세금을 낸다는 뜻이죠.
So on record, if you had back taxes, they're saying pay that.
I see. Are they going to tell us how much you owe to IRS?
I think
or you just figure out by yourself?
You should figure out by yourself beforehand, like starting now what you should do. But there's so many things. Maybe the next segment, I have a 1-page explanation of what we can start gathering. But right now it's a little bit premature. Only the Senate bill has come out. So most of our efforts should be to make this bill better and stronger so that we can have something that we can work with later.
아직까지는 이제 상원 빌만 나온 상태라서 지금은 이제 앞으로 어떤 식으로 해결 방안이 나올지는 모르겠지만 지금 있는 이 빌을 저희가 조금 더 좋은, 조금 더 인간적인 빌로 저희가 만들 수 있도록 최선을 다해야 된다는 뜻이죠.
That's right. It's very interesting period of time. I don't think we've ever faced this sort of immigration reform where we can have an influence. But if we can all understand that this is the time where we can make certain portions of the bill more favorable, then that would be the better approach to look at it instead of trying to figure out what I need to get it because there's no law just yet.
저희가 그러면 저희가 원하는 방향 쪽으로 갈 수 있는 걸 그러면 의원들이 그런 걸 다 들어주시나요?
It's very important to. They probably won't be able to do everything that we want them to, but as long as they realize this is important to our community, I think that's the best thing we could do is to show them this is what matters to us. This is a critical time in the movement, and I know we are talking about portions of the bill, how it's good and it's bad, but the reality is that it might not even pass. It's only in the Senate bill stage. We haven't seen the House bill yet. We don't know how the full Senate is going to react. And so right now it's a little bit on the premature side. And so our producer Dane is going to share a little bit about what we can do and how we should view this. Hi, Dane.
Well, thanks, Jenny. I think the DREAM Act provisions of the proposed Senate immigration reform bills they're really exciting. But at the end of the day, I think we have to be realistic about what's still left to do. Everything's just in theory right now. We don't know if this is going to pass. The reality is that there's a large portion of our country's voters and citizens that are against this bill, as well as a large portion that's for this bill. And we have to get 218 votes in Congress, which means we have to get a lot of Democrats and a lot of Republican votes. And we have to get 60, but preferably at least 70 votes in the Senate, though, so that this is overwhelmingly not controversial. It's the overwhelming decision of the American people. So I think I'm really excited for all of my friends and family members that will be helped by this reform bill if it happens, but we have to fight for every piece of it.
So you are saying that how many House votes do we need?
218 at least.
How does it stand? How many Democrats are in the House currently?
There's a little bit over 200 Democrats, and I think based on past voting patterns, we can assume that most of them will vote yes on an immigration reform bill.
So we still need at least 20 votes to really secure this. And that's probably going to be really difficult.
Yes. So I think in the upcoming weeks, this podcast is going to feature lots of ways to get involved and really just make a difference in the political calculus of this campaign and of this movement. We need everyone updated and involved so that we can really make sure this happens.
제인 씨랑 이제 데인 씨가 얘기했던 것처럼 지금 이제 법안이 상정된 거지 통과된 건 아니에요. 그래서 지금 이제 이 법안에는 좋은 것들도 있고 또 나쁜 것들도 있고 이런데 저희가 이 법안이 통과되기 위해서는 저희가 아직 할 일들이 정말 많거든요. 그래서 저희 그 민족학교 이제 페이스북 페이지나 또 웹사이트 그리고 앞으로 이제 저희가 여러분에게 들려드릴 다음 에피소드를 통해서 조금 더 여러분이 적극적으로 동참을 해주셔야지 저희가 저희 커뮤니티로서 같이 원하는 목소리를 낼 수 있도록 도와주시면 좋을 것 같아요. 그럼 저희가 지금 할 수 있는 일은 뭐죠?
So that's very interesting. We can segue into our next section, which is the call to action section. This week we have something very special going on. It's on May 1st. Green, have you heard of May Day?
Mayday, Mayday, help me. 이거 아니에요? 이렇게 비행기 타고 가다가 막 이렇게 막 폭격 맞으면 떨어지면서 Mayday, Mayday 이거 아니에요?
그런 건 아니에요. No, not at all.
아, 그
Nothing like
Mayday
that.
아니고.
No, May Day is traditionally a day of action for progressive movements, women's movements, any movement during the time. This year, one of the important portions is immigration reform, along with labor movement. There's many different movements, but KRC and many different organizations will be marching on May 1st with thousands of other groups and individuals that want to have their voices heard.
그러니까 처음에는 이제 8시간 일을 요구하는 노동자의 그런 운동으로 시작했다가 지금은 이제 미국 말고도 이제 전 세계적으로 이제 앞으로 저희가 나가야 할 방향, 그런 저희가 원하는 것들, 개혁, 이런 것들을 원하는 마치 같은 거죠. 그러니까 걷기 행진이라는 거죠.
Right. That's right. So there's many different interrelated issues when it comes to living as immigrants in this society, from working and fair employment, immigration. All of these issues are fair housing. They're all interrelated. So it's a great way to get involved, to see thousands of others walking with you. So at KRC, we're meeting on May 1st at 10:30 here at KRC.
민족학교에서 5월 1일 날 10시 반에 만나서 같이 가나요?
We're going to go together and we're going to walk together under one banner and just enjoy walking and marching and rallying as one.
다운타운에 지금 걷는 거죠? 걷기 행진이죠?
Yes, so we're going to meet at KRC at 10:30. We're going to drive out as close as we can because it's going to be packed. And then we're going to just start marching.
좀 재밌네요. 여기서 만나서 차를 타고 거기서 걷는다는 거. 여기서부터 걸어도 재밌을 것 같은데.
너무 멀어요.
너무 멀어요. 그렇구나.
There's going to be 풍물.
풍물도 있고.
And different groups with different instruments. It's going to be and it's going to be pretty historical.
저도 이제 작년에 2012년도 그 메이데이 무브먼트 이제 participate 했었는데, 그때 이제 저희 한국인의 그런 풍물 소리가 제일 이렇게 크게 이렇게 울려 퍼지더라고요. 그래서 이게 내 목소리만 큰 게 아니라 우리 한국인 자체가 이렇게 목소리가 크구나. 근데 정말 좋았었어요. 그때 이제 정말 여러 단체에서, 그러니까 꼭 이민자 단체들뿐만 아니라 지금 현재 일하시고 있는 뭐 노동자 그런 단체라던가 아니면 뭐 그 여성들의 그런 인권에 관심 있어 하시는 그런 단체라든가, 그러니까 여러 가지 지금 현재 사회에 있는 그냥 소수자들의 이제 많은 분들이 모여서 한 목소리를 내는 건 참 좋은 거라고 생각해요.
So Green, are you going to participate?
Of course, I'll be there.
Yay, we'll see you there. 10:30 in the morning, okay?
Yes.
So if you would like to participate and meet Green Seon in person, come to KRC by 10:30 and RSVP to me at jenny@krcla.org. Email me and I'll put you on our list.
그래서 5월 1일 날 이 좋은 행진에 참여하시고 싶으신 분은 jenny@krcla.org라고요. jenny@krcla.org. 미리 예약을 해주셔야지 저희가 차 준비하는 데 있어서 도움이 되시니까요. 미리 이메일 주시고, 거기 그날 사람들이 너무 많이 올 테니 그 장소에서 만나기는 힘드니까 미리 연락을 하셔서 저희랑 같이 가면서 좋은 덕담도 나누고 또 같이 걸으면 좋을 것 같아요.
맞아요. It's going to be a really great time. So come look for the people with the drums, Korean drums and signs and banners. Just join us. Okay, so our time here has already expired. I had such a great time with you, Green. Will you be coming next week?
저희 청취자들이 어떻게 들으셨는지 모르겠지만 청취자들이 저희한테 좋은 의견이나 이제 다음 에피소드에는 뭔가 다른 걸 하고 싶은 그런 저희들한테 바라시는 게 있으면 저희한테 이메일 보내주시면 좋을 것 같아요. 그러면 제가 다음 주에도 오겠습니다.
Thank you so much for your time.
So if you have any comments, please send it to where?
Jenny@krcla.org.
네, 막 러브레터 보내시고 이러시면 안 되죠. 러브레터는 저한테
green@krcla.org.
GSOandkrcla.org.
Thank you.
네, 들어주셔서 정말 감사합니다. 다음 주에 봐요.
Bye.